Isang magandang Huwebes sa inyong lahat. Ito po ang October 21, 2021 edition ng The Stock Market Today at 65 days na lang, Pasko na. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Benji Chodoro. Ako po ay isang retired bank officer na nagsimulang nag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007, and I do this blog daily, which I started August of last year. I also report the latest news on your favorite and most active stocks. If you like the content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. If you have stocks in mind that you want reviewed, please comment on the comment box and I will prioritize. Ang ating balita ay tungkol sa plano ng gobyerno na i-retire ang mga coal-fed plants sa Mindanao. Kasama na rin po ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, ika-21 ng Oktubre 2021, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Don't go away. Okay, so let's start with our financial headlines. Moody's Analytics downplays risk stagflation in Asia Pacific. And then the second macro news is EO sought to suspend oil excise taxes. So ito yung Department of Energy, is pushing for a temporary suspension of the taxes via executive order sa oil dahil patuloy pong tumataas ang ating presyo ng produkto ng langis, and it's hitting US dollars 85 per barrel. Then government plans to retire coal-fed plants in Mindanao is Charmaine news. IT BPM sector seen growing 8% this year, and CNPF enters pet food segment. So I will be reading the summary from BDO Securities. During the launch of the Philippine Sustainable Finance Roadmap and Guiding Principles yesterday, the Department of Finance Secretary Carlos Dominguez III said the government plans to retire all coal-fired power plants in Mindanao. He added that the government is exploring a financing mechanism that will fund the rehabilitation and increase the generating capacity of the Agus Pulangi hydropower complex in Lanao del Norte, explaining that the idea was to shut down all coal-powered plants as energy delivery of the Agus River increases. The DOF, together with the Department of Energy, had also been studying the possibility of setting up a fund to acquire all coal-fired powered plants in the region, as the two agencies aim for Mindanao to be at least 90% powered by renewable energy resources. So we await further details from the DOF and DOE, says the commentary of BDO Securities, on the timeline of the planned retirement of coal assets. Pero hindi po agad-agad to. Tingin ko years po abutin ito. Baka mag-spill over pa yan sa next administration, and that policy may change actually dahil papalit na po yung next administration. Among our covered names, only AP and SMC's Genco unit, SMC Global Power, are currently operating coal assets in Mindanao. AP has 331 megawatts of coal-fired plants that account for 9.5% of its total net attributable capacity, while SMC has 300 megawatts of coal-fired plants that account for 6.4% of its portfolio total installed capacity. Okay, so that's our news for the day. And ito nga, one of the main news is sought to suspend, pero abangan natin yan, yung sa excise tax. So tingnan po natin kung ano nangyari sa Philippine Stock Exchange Index, at sana po ay magandang balita ang nangyari sa atin dito. Okay, the Philippine Stock Index gained 14.64 points to end at 7311.72 or 0.20% for the 5th or 6th straight day of trading. So let's put up our indicators. So patuloy pa pong tumataas yung 7,300 and the resistance is up to the 7,500 level. On the market activity, 105 companies advanced, 85 declined while 55 remained unchanged. The all-share index also advanced 0.19%, while the financials, properties, and services are down, but the holding companies, industrials, and mining are up. On the market status, we will be reviewing your request. And let me acknowledge first the request of the following, And meron po tayong comments here from Arlex Daito. Ang sabi niya, stock request po kay LTG, opportunity to accumulate. MEG, MPI, Converge, GMA7, thanks po. Okay, we will be reviewing them. And then si Sarus Villabeto commented, Sir, how about dito? Should I hold my share on him? I'm planning to buy habang mababa pa ang value niya. Then we have a new subscriber, si Mark Joseph. So si Joe Org commented, Sir, pa-silip po ng AEV at ALLHC. Then Alex Daito said, salamat po sa LTG, 39% allocation, portfolio ko 32% upside with foreign buying starting to accumulate. Welcome sa reopening ng economy ng Pilipinas. Sasakay ako sa PAL Airlines DXB to MNL. What's DXB? Davao ba ito? To Manila. So, sasuportahan niya si PAL, hindi Cebu Pacific. For Cebu Pacific eh. Okay, thank you, Arlex. Mike Miguel commented, sa LTG ko, sir, nilagay yung available buying power ko at 979. Sakto ang pagbili. Maganda ginalaw ni LTG. Inverse head and shoulders ulit, just like nung nag-bottom sa 850. It looks from the volume na. Okay, so we will be also including LTG here and MPI, Converge, GMA7, Dito, AEV, and ALLHC. So, all of these are your request. Okay, so mukhang maganda ang trading natin today, Okay, so let's start with LTG. Si Lucitan Group, naku, nag-breakout si LTG with volume, gaining 53 centavos to end at 10 pesos and 44 centavos, or a 5.35% increase. So this is the highest since mga 2-week high lang to, September 22, but this is definitely a breakout on the stock price, and it is already at resistance level, but if it continues to move up, the next resistance level ay meron po dito sa area to, sa 1126 ang nakikita kong next resistance level, but the next major one would be here at the 1290 to 13 pesos area. Yan po nakikita sa LTG, and it is now bullish with RSI at 64. So pagka over 50 po yan, bullish po yung ating stock based on our indicators, except that the long-term indicator is still above the candlestick today, at 10.47, nasa 10.44 po si LTG. But if that pattern continues, the next resistance will be at 11.26 and then at 13 pesos. Okay, so nakikiride on si LTG sa bull market natin in the past 5 or 6 days. Si MEG naman ay also bullish with our indicators under the candlestick and RSI at 64.58. So it gained 2 centavos today with a red candlestick, but this appears to be consolidating. It had a breakout on October 19, but mukhang nagpa-profit taking lang tong si MEG. Yung next resistance level po niya ay nandito sa area to. Nasa 328 to 330. Now, when I talk of support and resistance, these are not exact points, but these are areas. And then, Metro Pacific. Okay, si MPI naman ay nag-breakout siya. So, it has been moving up since noong October 12. And then, the movement was mabilis, upward, So, yung closing price dito, halimbawa, on October 12 ay 381. Then, on October 13 ay 384. Then, on October 15, it was 399. Then, yesterday, the closing is 406. Now, it's closed at 418. So, continuously moving up. And there is a, check na natin yung DMI. Yes, there's a definite trend at 32. So, it's now right under the candlestick. And I recall sometime back, noong September, nung nandito pa lang yung presyo niya between 380, 390 to 370, ay sabi ko mag-accumulate na dahil magandang kumpanya itong MPI. And true enough, ngayon nag-breakout po siya. So nasa 480 na po with the next resistance level. Actually, this is already the resistance area. The next one is here at 434. Your next resistance. But may I also share with you the technical analysis from BDO Securities about Metro Pacific. The PSEI's 15% rally from July lows allotted the index to recoup of 2021 losses and finally marked its year-to-date performance of plus 2.2%. So even before the COVID-19 pandemic, MPI had been on a downtrend since July. However, from 2018 to present date, it looks like MPI formed an inverse head and shoulders pattern. Uy, nakita nila yan, yung inverse head and shoulders pattern. Ito siguro ito. Ito yung dalawang shoulder. Ito yung dalawang shoulder. Ito yung head. I think gano'n, ano? So, tuloy natin. We can derive a target price of at least 650, which is 60% above MPI's current price. This level may seem excessive, so we can take a look at MPI's next resistance level at 560. But paano ko ba ginawa ito? Nasa 434 yung next resistance level ko. And again, yung next niya after that is 449. Hanggang doon lang muna. Kasi yan yung pinaka-peak niya 434. Pero kung sinasabi niya na 560, malayo na po masyado. Anyway, that's the analysis of BDO Securities. Aside from the attractive trading opportunity we see for the stock, MPI's fundamentals may support the price appreciation as the company is expected to benefit from the reopening of the Philippine economy with the easing of quarantine restriction. The target price of BDO Securities is 660. This is what I have been saying some weeks back, na time to accumulate MPI. And if you were able to accumulate, congratulations, dahil we now reap the benefits of the breakout in the price of Metro Pacific. Pagkatapos, tignan natin si Converge. Okay, si Converge is consolidating at 31. And the resistance level, the support level is at EMA 100 at 29. And the resistance level is, let's take the EMA 20 as the resistance. Or kung manually, track natin, or manually plotted, ay yes, pwede nating ilagay sa area to at 33 pesos or to 34 pesos yung Converge, but it is still consolidating between the EMA 50 and the EMA 100. Then GMA 7. Now GMA 7 is just moving It's bullish to sideways actually. Pero alam niyo, I had ABS-CBN, no? But in general, it is moving upwards actually if we see the complete picture of the stock, no? So it is just with the resistance here at EMA 50, no? Or the support here is at EMA 50 and the resistance is at 16, no? But it continues to move up with the EMA 50 as support. So upward po ang movement ni GMA7 because there will be, or it is anticipated that the elections would be additional income as advertisements for GMA7. Alam niyo, meron po akong ABS-CBN. Saglit natin yung ABS-CBN. No? And I was able to buy it before it lost its franchise. So in other words, nalugi ako. No? Dito siya. It lost its franchise in 2021, di ba? Or 2020. Dito, bumagsak siya dito eh. Pero, I had a target price of 16 pesos and I was able to sell it on October. Etong areang to. Kasi nagpa-post ako sa broker ko na okay, sa 16 pesos ako magbebenta. Kumita ako ng konti actually. I held on to it. Anyway, okay, after GMA7, tingnan naman natin si dito. Tingin ko si dito ay pababa siya, pero I think that the stock is fundamentally sound naman to, but merong opportunity dito an upside opportunity for dito. So, yung 675 ang kanyang support ngayon, and it has been moving downwards since, ano? Pero kung naging operational na yan, we can reap some benefits from the stock itself. Pero mag-aantay po tayo. Medyo matagal po ito bago mag-rebound unless there is some good news on dito or the telco industry. So yan po, ang support level niya ay nasa 675. And it is on a downtrend. And then AEV, yan, si AEB, nagkaroon siya ng solid green candlestick with a bullish trend, no? With RSI at 63. So, ang kanyang pinaka-support ay nandito po sa EMA 50 at 46, while resistance is here at pinakamalapit po sa 53 to 54 pesos. Then, ALLHC, actually, I was able to buy ALLHC when 2 or 3 years ago yun. Nasa 3 pesos lang yun eh. Or even less than 3 pesos, mga 3.11, 3.10, mga ganon. So, I'm holding it for long-term investment, ano? So, nagko-consolidate lang po and looks like it is, the short-term indicator is over the candlestick, which would indicate a possible change in trend, but it appears to be holding support at EMA 50 at 515, no? Or 516. Pinaka-resistance po niya ay nandito sa 593. So that's my take for ALLHC. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market. Ika-21 na Oktubre, 2021. Ito po si Benji Chidoro nagpapaalala, ang investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay at hanggang sa muli. God bless and bye for now.